Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've always been curious about this one, and now that a friend picked one up, we can finally talk about it. His experience, start to finish. Quick note before we begin. There's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
To get things started, let's hear from our first reviewer.
This reviewer had a bit of a rocky start with this electric bike, but it sounds like things smoothed out nicely. Initially, there were some odd noises coming from one of the hubs and an issue with one of the motors. It's got two all-wheel drive. Fortunately, the company's support team was responsive and sent a replacement wheel. Our reviewer did have to get it professionally installed, but after that, it's been smooth sailing, or rather, smooth riding. This client says this thing is a beast, and with 2,000 watts of power, it's easy to see why. Being a taller and heavier rider, they appreciate the substantial assistance the bike provides, especially uphill. Apparently, it could handle the hills entirely on its own power, but they still enjoy pedaling. It sounds like this particular electric bike might be overkill for smaller riders, though. Someone of slight build might find it too powerful and unwieldy, almost like riding a motorcycle. It's worth noting that this type of bike is quite heavy, around 70 pounds. This means that if you try to ride it without engaging the motor, it will be a struggle. Our reviewer notes that the power assist is really essential to the experience. Also, while the fat tires look cool and are good for trails, they do add extra weight, and normal mountain bike tires might be fine for most riders. The client uses it mostly on roads and also adds that it worked as a primary mode of transport, with rear bike rack and bungee cords, even in a rainy location. They've never even run the battery down, always giving it a full charge before heading out. The reviewer also notes that although it reaches 30 mph, that is the fastest a person should ride on a bike, and it is important to always wear a helmet. The brakes, apparently, are excellent.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer has been using this electric bike for a couple of months now, and is happy to report mostly smooth sailing. Assembly was straightforward, and our reviewer suggests not getting discouraged by online comments about fender brackets, saying any minor alignment challenges are due to the intentional tension in the design. What really stands out for this client is its hill climbing ability. Living in a hilly area, they can conquer steep inclines effortlessly with electric power alone, achieving 30-35 miles on a charge in these conditions, with minimal pedaling due to health issues. On flatter ground, they've pushed it to 40-50 miles with battery to spare, estimating a maximum range of 40 miles in hilly terrain, and potentially 60+ miles on flat surfaces, depending on rider weight, wind, speed, and pedal assist. They did make some personal modifications to improve comfort, swapping the straight handlebars for more swept-back ones and replacing the fixed stem with an adjustable one. They also preferred their old e-bike seat. Early on, the LCD screen had an issue, but the seller promptly sent a replacement. The reviewer thinks this bike is a quality, strong, and powerful choice, and praises the seller's responsiveness and helpfulness with technical questions. In a later update, they mentioned the replacement LCD screen developed moisture inside after riding in the rain. The seller again quickly sent a new one. While the reviewer believes this was likely a rare defect as the screens are advertised as waterproof, they reiterate their positive experience in the long riding range. They strongly recommend this bike due to its power, range, and excellent customer service. Overall, they are very pleased with their purchase.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer was initially drawn to this electric bike because of the company's reputation for strong customer support, a crucial factor given the crowded electric bike market. Our reviewer and his wife are now enjoying the scooter immensely, finding it aesthetically pleasing and offering a smooth ride. However, the experience wasn't flawless from the start. Initially, the client had to contact customer support multiple times to obtain the owner's manual, which was surprisingly missing from the packaging. More concerningly, the bike exhibited a dangerous lunge at even the slightest pedal input. Thankfully, this was rectified by adjusting the pedal assist sensitivity within the bike's settings, a process made possible only after finally receiving the owner's manual. Another issue was an inaccurate speedometer, overstating the speed by 4 miles per hour. This was corrected by altering the wheel size setting, a fix again suggested by customer service. It's worth noting that all customer support interactions were via email, as no phone number was available. Our reviewer suspects the support team might be based overseas, despite the presence of US warehouses. Beyond these initial hiccups, the reviewer noted that the brakes weren't perfect, and the client plans to upgrade those personally. His wife also wasn't a fan of the seat and handlebar colors, so those were replaced as well. The bright spot is definitely the impressive battery life. Now that these issues are resolved, our reviewer's wife loves the scooter, and they are finally riding together.
And that's a wrap. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you've got thoughts. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.